Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. So we have a couple of, three updates today regarding players that have been linked with Liverpool. We've got Mickey van der Ven, we've got a Gabriel Veiga link, and also we have a Dominik Szoboszlai link. Now, the first two kind of could be not be good news depending how you look at it, and Szoboszlai, there's something behind it. So let's start off with the Gabriel Veiga, and this is how the first came out. So Fabrizio Romano tweeted out. He put all these tweets out, by the way, within the same hour. So it must have been sat at his phone on toilet or something. Anyway, Romano has basically tweeted out today that Man City have entered the race for Spanish talent Gabriel Veiga after pulling out of the Declan Rice deal. I don't even believe they were in the Declan Rice deal. I think something's gone on there as well behind the scenes a little bit. I do. Something along the lines of Arteta's asked City to put a bid in to hurry up Arsenal. I don't know. I've got nothing to back that up. Just a feeling I've got. He's one of the options now after being considered at the club. Liverpool and Chelsea remain interested, but City also informed now. The release clause is I'm going to do pounds then. Is 40 million euros, which is about 35 million pounds. So when I first saw this, guys, I was like, oh god, because you just know now. If this is legit, that Gabriel Veiga will not be coming to Liverpool. He will go to City. Spanish player, Guardiola is the manager. Potentially he has a Bernardo Silva replacement. Obviously now they've lost Gundogan as well. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. It could be nothing, but if they do realistically get involved and they do really seriously push for this guy, can we in all honesty believe that we're going to win a transfer race with Man City? Next one, within the same hour, Tottenham have opened direct talks with Wolfsburg's Mickey van der Ven, centre-back amongst their top targets. A verbal proposal will be submitted as Van der Ven is keen on the move. Tottenham do have other people in the options, but they are working out to be more expensive. So again, another player here who's been to Liverpool. He's visited Anfield. He loved the atmosphere when he was there. He's been linked with Liverpool ever since George Schmatka came involved. He is a left-sided defender, someone that we need, obviously, with this new formation we're playing in. And yeah, looks like we could be missing out on this guy as well, guys, to Tottenham Hotspurs of all teams. Do you know what I mean? Not really something really good to do that. Would I be gutted if we missed out on him? I don't think so, because when the links first came out, I wasn't too keen on him, and yeah, maybe we were just chucked in there for namesake to get other people involved with it all. Maybe there was never anything in that one. I'm not too sure, but again, it's probably one to watch. Now the big one, the big one. Let's go over here to where it all originally came from, which is The Athletic. David Ornstein has written, Liverpool are exploring a move to sign RB Leipzig attacker Dominik Szoboszlai. They met with the 22-year-old's representatives this week with a view to a transfer this summer. Any potential deal is complicated, however. There is an acceptance within the club that it will be a very difficult deal to get done. Szoboszlai has a €70 million release clause in his contract, with conflicting reports about its expiry. But regardless, any move would involve a significant financial outlay. Now, you've got to think here, guys, right, that how is this going to be complicated when they've just said then that there's a release clause involved? The only complication is that Liverpool don't want to pay the release clause. Do you know what I mean? Let's dig a little bit deeper on this one, because there's a few people that have been speaking about this on a few other sites. So let's get back onto Twitter. Romano had his say. He basically said that the clause is only valid till the 30th of June. So you've got 1.5 days, maybe less than that now, to get this done. And then after that, the clause doesn't become available again until the summer. So let's go one more, guys, to another tweet. Now this is someone who I've never really referenced before, Philipp Heinz, who works for Sky Sports Germany. He's reported out that he can confirm the concrete Liverpool interest in Szoboszlai, reported first by The Athletic. Newcastle United are also still in the race. Open future for the Hungarian, whose release clause is €70 million, but The exit option only runs until the 30th of June. After that date, and this is the key thing here where I think Liverpool are going to try something. After that date, the transfer fee is freely negotiable. So you got to think here, guys. This is how I'm seeing this now. Liverpool are going to take the piss. So they know they could get this lad now for £60 million. I think that works out about, yeah? Obviously, it's a lot of money. In another... apologies. In another tweet, he basically said that that Liverpool and Newcastle both feel that the release clause is too expensive, right? No shit. I think here that Liverpool are going to wait until after the 30th of June, right? And then try and get him for cheaper than that money. That's what I think is going to happen here. It's going to take a lot for Szoboszlai to push this one through, because why would Leipzig accept a deal for less money when they know they could get more money if they kept hold of him until the winter? Do you know what I mean? Don't make no sense, does it? And it does smell and sound like a very, very FSG move to do. While we're on the Szoboszlai thing, let's just talk about him a little bit. So this is the player that Liverpool have had a lot of interest in the past, and I think we were after him before he went to Leipzig from Salzburg. And there was an interview that Dominik Szoboszlai did after playing Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp interrupted that interview to tell him how much he thought he played well. And then, was it last year or earlier this year, maybe even a different time compared to that, Szoboszlai has done an interview saying he would love to work for Guardiola, Mourinho and Klopp. So, you know, we've got that in our favour there. Now, looking at his stats, let's get them all loaded up here. Current season. Have a look at last season. So last season in the Bundesliga he did 31 games, 6 goals, 8 assists. In the Champions League, 8 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. And then in the German Cup he did 6 games, 3 goals, 2 assists. So overall last season he had 46 appearances, 10 goals, 13 assists. That's looking at Cody Gakpo numbers there, guys. Maybe not as good, but it's not far off, isn't it? And then let's have a look as well. Where does he normally play? It says here he can play on either wing or in the middle, so very versatile, very much a Jurgen Klopp attacking player. I would see him potentially, with him being right-footed, taking up the role of Curtis Jones or potentially coming in on the left, but we don't really need anybody there, do we really? We've got Diaz and Jota. Now, has anyone seen that free kick he took as well? There's a video probably going around YouTube, you could probably have a look at it. That's a really good goal, you know, if we could bring that to Liverpool. But that's not something, obviously, Liverpool need. And we've got Trent. He is very much on the tall side. He's 22 years of age. His contract as well, it doesn't expire till 2026. So again, Leipzig are in no particular need to get him sold and moved on, do you know what I mean? Let's have a quick look at his agency. Is anything in there that could link us with Liverpool? So at a quick glance, guys, there doesn't seem to be any sort of connection to any. Yeah, there's no connection whatsoever in there. He's their highest valued player. There's no connection at all to Liverpool here. So yeah, I think what we're going to have to do, guys, is basically just see what happens here with Dominik Szoboszlai. Keep your ears and eyes open over the next couple of days, see if anything comes of this release clause. I'd love him to come to Liverpool. I've liked this kid for years now. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think on all this down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.